Hi, my name is Mary Egbert. I'm a physical therapist and also a fiber artist with KamashFiberArts.com, and I'm here to show you some ways to stretch when you sit too long knitting or weaving or spinning or even at your desk to make you feel better. As a physical therapist and a crafter and someone that sits at a desk too long, I certainly know the issues of not moving for a long period of time. Do you sit and knit for hours? Do you sit at your desk at your computer for hours? I know I do. I sit at my spinning wheel for hours. People sit at their weaving loom for hours. There's a lot of things that humans do where they sit for hours and they don't move. So their joints aren't getting the mobility or the nutrition they need to stay healthy. I want to show you some things that can prevent issues down the road and keep you mobile. When you don't move for long periods of time as well, muscles sort of get short, they sort of get tight. So the very first thing we need to do is get your pelvis in a good position before we do anything on top of the pelvis. And what I mean by that is getting it in a neutral position. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So when I'm sitting, let's say I'm sitting at the desk and I'm sort of slouching, right? Or I'm knitting or I'm, doing whatever it is. When I sit like this, my head is very extended, the neck is very extended, my head is jutted forward. It can cause some impingement issues down my arm. And also my upper back is very rounded, my pec muscles are very shortened. Again, over a long period of time, this could get so tight that you can't sit up straight anymore. So by maintaining the range of motion your body has, can prevent some of these things over a period of time. Okay, so let's talk about neutral pelvis first. So what you want to do is get your pelvis into a neutral position. This is extended, this is flexion, this is backward, this is forward, but I want to kind of come in the middle and find just a neutral position. So when I get my pelvis into neutral, my head sits on top of my shoulders. You already may have some musculoskeletal issues going on, like a kyphosis or a dowager's hump or that crafting hump in the back of your neck. Do the best you can. So I'm going to make sure my pelvis is in neutral, and then I can start to work on things above my pelvis, like my neck. So the first thing I'm going to do with my neck is I'm going to look up and then bring my chin down to my chest. Look up and bring my chin down to my chest. Now you don't want to force it so much that you're causing pain. You just go as far as you can. The next head exercise would be looking from side to side. I mean, we need this sort of movement, right? When we're driving, oh, you got to look over to the side. But what I see to a lot of people is they don't have to look anymore because they have the backup cameras. I mean, who needs to look behind them anymore? I don't have a backup camera, so I still do that. But I want to maintain this mobility. The next exercise is ear to shoulder. So now that we worked on the neck, let's work on the shoulders a little bit and the shoulder blades or the scapula. When you're sitting for a long period of time, your arms are always down. Again, you're forward just a little bit. We want to counteract some of those static forces. The first thing to do would be bring your arm over your head and just lean gently to the side. You might get a little sore after this. So take it easy and take it gentle. All right. The next one would be you're going to punch across and twist at your waist. Get a little movement in that spine. All right, the next one, bring this hip up just a little bit as you bring this elbow down and over to the other side. Let's turn to the side again. So remember when we did the pelvis, tried to find your neutral? I want you to go into hyperextension and then go into flexion. So you're going to roll and get your weight onto your upper thighs, and then you're going to roll back and put the weight on your tailbone. Forward and back. This is excellent to keep mobility of your low back. Let's work on the scapula or the shoulder blades. Bring your arms across your chest And bring your elbows behind you and squeeze your shoulder blades together. This strengthens your upper back and it also helps stretch out your pec muscles. I love this one. This one feels good. Okay, now that you have some stretches and exercises to do, and if you're finding that you're sitting all day, put on a timer and get up every half hour or hour and move a little bit. Make sure and keep those joints mobile to keep your body healthy. And I hope this helped you today.